Hey guys, today I wanted to come to you and talk to you about past tense progressive verbs. Remember, past tense verbs show actions that have already happened, such as the dinosaurs. The dinosaurs lived 65 million years ago. And the way we've learned so far is if you need a past tense verb, most verbs, not all of them, but most verbs, you can simply add an ed to the end to make it past tense. However, that's not always the case. Past tense verbs in the progressive form need a little help from their friends to show that an action happened in the past. The helping verbs, this is the help that the progressive verbs get from their friends. The helping verbs was and were help past tense verbs show action in the progressive form. We use the helping verb was if we have a singular subject. We use the helping verb were if we have a plural subject or if the subject is you. You is a collective pronoun. It can be one person, it can be singular, or it can be a group of people. So let's take a look at this first sentence. The directions tell us to use the past progressive form of the verb in parentheses. In this sentence, my verb in parentheses is work. Ian blank at the carnival. I know I need to use the verb work. I know I need to make it past progressive. So to help me out with that, first, I know that with past tense verbs, past progressive, I have two helping verbs to choose from. I can use the helping verb was, or I can use the helping verb were. So when I come down to my sentence, I notice that the subject is Ian. Ian is only one person, so I know that this subject is singular. The helping verb that I use with singular subjects is was. So Ian was. I also know with progressive verbs that I need to take my action verb and place the suffix ing on the end. So Ian was working at the carnival. I have now made this sentence a progressive past tense verb. Ian was working at the carnival. Let's practice another sentence. At the office, the workers blank long letters. Well, again, the directions are asking me to use the past progressive form of the verb in parentheses. The verb in parentheses is type. Past progressive tense. So again, that's either was if my subject is singular, or were if my subject is plural. At the office, the workers, that's my subject, the workers. And workers, of course, is plural, it's more than one. So I know I'm going to use the helping verb were. At the office, the workers were. Now I know I need to add ing to the word type. I notice that type ends in an E, and the rule, of course, is to drop that E before adding ing. So typing. At the office, the workers were typing long letters. I want you to try this next sentence on your own. Again, the directions tell us to use the past progressive form of the verb in parentheses. So the sentence says, Lance and Lindsay blank to the park with their dogs. The verb we have is go. So remember, past tense helping verbs was and were. Take just a minute on your own and think, how are we going to make go past progressive? Let's see if you agree with me. The first thing I did was look for my subject. My subject in this sentence is Lance and Lindsay. Now I have to ask myself, how many people are Lance and Lindsay. Well, Lance is one person, Lindsay is one person. When I put them together, 1 plus 1 is 2. So that means I have a plural subject. My helping verb that's past tense that I would use with a plural subject is were. So Lance and Lindsay were. I know I need to add ing to the end of go. So Lance and Lindsay were going to the park with their dogs. Let's try one more. We blank the dentist's office. Again, the directions are asking us to use the past progressive form of the verb in parentheses. In this case, it is the word leave. Remember the helping verbs that we have for past tense progressive is was if your subject is singular and were if your subject is plural. Go ahead and take a minute on your own. How would you make leave past progressive in that sentence? So I notice that my subject, the subject of my sentence, is we. I know we is plural. I don't know how many exactly people we are, but I know for it to be a we, there has to be at least two. So my plural helping verb, of course, is were for the past tense. We were leave. I know I need to add ing to the end of the word leave. Of course, I know the rule is to drop that E before adding ing. Leaving. Let me get my mouse. We were leaving the dentist's office. And again, these are past progressive verbs. We need the helping verbs was and were to help us show past tense. And we need the ing on the end of our action verb.